So yeah, so we did the 13-week scan. It was on that 13-week scan that I wanted to register for antenatal, and I was told to hold on to when I was like 16 weeks. 16 weeks should be about 4 months before I can register for antenatal. So, but on that 13 weeks, we did an ultrasound, and that was like the second ultrasound I was doing after the 5-week ultrasound. So on that ultrasound, that was when they detected that we were expecting we're expecting 2 babies. I was just there lying down on the bed while the sonographer was like checking, and he told me they're expecting 2, and I was like shocked, and he was like, "You didn't know?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Did you do scan?" I said, "Yes, I did a scan. I ran a scan when we were 5 weeks, when I was 5 weeks, but they didn't detect 2. 5 weeks, I was just told to come back. So at that 5 weeks was still just forming. They couldn't see anything. But now I'm surprised that I'm just hearing two babies. Honestly, I didn't even know how I felt while I was lying down there. I don't know if I should start crying. I don't know if I should start jumping. But I was in disbelief. I was scared. I was scared because I didn't know how I'm gonna manage. I already have a toddler that I'm still trying to deal with, because this Kamsi is hyper. I don't really make much video about on Kamsi, but Kamsi is hyperactive. When I mean very very active, I can't handle like to handle him alone. It's like, you know, it requires a day job. So now adding 2. How do I cope? But another thing came up to my mind where I was like, okay, God gave 2 to me. Probably He's trying to bless me for the one that I lost. And I think God is trying to give me back what I lost. I had a miscarriage recently, so maybe you just want them to be 2. And another thing is that God cannot give you what you cannot handle. So He had seen me, He had seen my husband, and He's like, you can handle this, just take it. So honestly, I was not myself. I stood up with my scan results, reading 2. I think I still have that scan result one place. Reading 2 growing, 2 active fetus growing. And okay, while I was in the scan room, I was told to come back when I was told to come back for an anomaly scan. I think I normally scan to check everything about the children, to know how they're doing, to know if they're fine. So I was told to come back. Yeah, I'm supposed to have that appointment very soon. Yes, so when I came out from the room, I was still in shock. I was still in disbelief. I was just shaking, thinking, 2, God, 2. Okay. And I told my husband was just outside with Kamsi. And at that period, my son Kamsi was not even feeling fine. Kamsi was developing some rashes on his body, so we wanted him to see the pediatric. So yes, I think my husband was handling Kamsi with the pediatric doctor while I was in the scan room. So when I came out, my husband was already done. Yeah, Kamsi is fine. They ran some blood tests on Kamsi, and the pediatric wanted to find out if there was an infection in his blood and all that. So they ran some tests. There was nothing like that. Thank God, it wasn't something serious. So they just gave us some. I think they gave us. Okay, they said it was malaria, and maybe the rashes was as a result of maybe the water he was using. And I remember recently, because of how I was feeling, the nauseousness of the first trimester, most times I bathe Kamsi and I forget to add his disinfectant. So I think that was the cause. Yeah, that was a mistake on my own part. So I was like, oh, okay, probably that's what happened. But thank God it wasn't something serious. Kamsi is currently fine. His body is okay now. So back to my story. So I now came out and I told my husband, okay, I just told my husband codedly, like, they said it's 2. My husband shouted 2. He actually thought I was joking. I was like, oh, I've heard you 2. No problem, I've heard you. I was like, I'm not joking. They said 2. He was like, oh, I beg, wait, I don't say you they joke, no, they whine me. It was when the lady that went in with me now told him that she's saying the truth though, it's true. You can even go and check the scan result that she's holding, or even go and talk to the sonographer and find out. And it was like, true. Okay, so I don't know. I couldn't sense his expression. I don't know if he was all so excited, but he was just himself. Probably he might just be thinking, how my wife and I handle this too and all that. I really don't know what was going through his mind. But honestly, when we had the news the first day, we're just in disbelief. We're not just expecting it. We're not expecting two. We were just planning for one more, so we didn't expect to. So having two now has to, refresh our mindset. We have to put our mindset into acceptance and into planning. Yes, I'll use that word, planning. But currently now I am super excited. Like, I'm just imagining I'm just imagining how my two babies will be by my side. I'm not thinking about the stress right now. I don't want to think about the stress. I'm only picturing the brighter side when they are all grown, how happy they'll be, just the bright side. I don't want to think about the whole stress level. I'm sure when I get to that bridge, I'm going to cross it. Yeah, so that is it. And what again do I want to add? Like I said, the anomaly scan, I was told to come back for the anomaly scan. I'm going to give you more updates. I'm going to give you updates as it goes. Yeah, you know much more from me. Yeah, so my husband, unlike Kamsi, when I was like 7 months, I think that's when I started buying things for Kamsi. I started going out, buying. I'm not sure I did Kamsi shopping. I think it was my husband and my sister-in-law that did the shopping. Yeah, so, but we started around that 7 months. But now, we've already started planning on that. We started buying things. I'm in my second trimester, yes, like I said, and we started planning. We're expecting two, so we got to plan and all that. Yeah, so that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this video is very long, but take time, listen to it, and enjoy this video. Yeah. I'm thankful to God, honestly. Like, we just wanted one and he gave us two, double blessings. And honestly, I'm also praying for mothers who are expecting twins, mothers who are expecting even just one, that God will visit them with twins, triplets, fourplets, quadruplets, depending on how they want it. Yeah, so but presently right now I'm strong. Honestly, twin pregnancy is not a joke. No wonder immediately I tested that pregnancy test. Immediately I tested that pregnancy trip test. Immediately I tested it, I haven't even missed my period. I think I was supposed to see my period like in the next 2 days before I even checked it. And boom, the line was so thick and so visible. Yeah, I think that was one of the signs I noticed in this twin pregnancy. It was so visible. And the morning sickness, the morning sickness no be here. I felt morning sickness like no tomorrow, like times 2, times 3 of how I felt for Kamsi. I was extremely weak. Like I said in my first video, I would sleep tired and I would wake up super tired. Eating was an issue. I was only eating more of fruit. I think I was eating more of cold fruits. I think I will make another video for how I was able to overcome this first trimester. It will be in another video, because if I decide to tell you everything here, well, this video is going to be bulky. We're going to have up to part 3 or part 4, so we'll leave that one for another video. So if you enjoyed watching this video, kindly share this video, give this video a thumbs up, yes, and remember to subscribe and turn on your notification button. Yes, so I see you next time on my next video. Bye.